Hello, my name is Fernando and I'm going to talk about the Ishtar Gate. Well, the Ishtar Gate was a massive entryway that led into the city of Babylon. It was part of a grand walled processional way leading into the city. The walls were finished in glazed bricks, mostly in blue, with animals and deities in low relief at intervals. This also made up of bricks that are molded and colored differently. Originally, Babylon was a magnificent city founded in 1867 by the Akkadians in ancient Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is an area in Asia where the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers meet, creating a fertile land which is considered the cradle of civilization in a territory located between modern Iraq, Syria, Turkey, and Iran. Ancient Babylon was located in modern-day Iraq. The city was home to more than 2,100 people during the reign of the king Nebuchadnezzar. The gate was built for Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, and was one of the 8 fortified gates that lead into one of the greatest ancient cities of the world. The Ishtar Gate was constructed in about 575 by order of the king Nebuchadnezzar on the north of the side of the city. It was the eighth gate of the city of Babylon and was the main entrance into the city. The Ishtar Gate was part of Nebuchadnezzar's plan to beautify his empire's capital. The magnificence of the Ishtar Gate was so well known that it was considered one of the original 7 wonders of the world. Once a year, the Ishtar Gate and the process path of connection were used for the New Year procession, which was part of the religious festival celebrating the beginning of the agricultural year. The Ishtar Gate is named so because it was dedicated to the Babylonian goddess Ishtar. Although Nebuchadnezzar pays homage to other Babylonian deities through various animal representations. Well, the animals represented on the gate are young bulls, lions, and dragons. These animals are symbolic representation of certain deities. Lions are often associated with Ishtar, bulls with Adad, and dragons with Marduk. And respectively, Ishtar was a goddess of fertility, love, war, and sex. Adad was a weather god, and Marduk was the chief of national god of Babylon. The bricks in the gate were covered in a blue glaze meant to represent lapis lazuli, a deep blue semi-precious stone that was revered in antiquity due to its vibrancy. The front of the gate is adorned with glazed bricks with alternating growths of dragons and bulls. The beasts are furnished in yellow and brown tails, while the bricks surrounding them are blue. The gate measured more than 38 high, with a vast antechamber on the southern side. Through the gatehouse is the processional way, which is brick-paved corridor over a half-mile long, with walls over 50 tall on each side. The walls are adorned with over 120 sculptural lions, flowers, and enameled yellow tiles. The processional way was used for the New Year celebration, through which statues of the deities would bear down, and the path paved with red and yellow stones. Each of these stones has an inscription underneath, a small prayer from the king Nebuchadnezzar to the chief god Marduk. It was this processional way that led into the temple of Marduk. The Ishtar Gate is only one small part of the design of ancient Babylon, that also include the palace, temples, and inner fortress, walls, gardens, other gates, and the processional way. The lavish city was decorated with over 15 million baked bricks according to estimates. The Ishtar Gate was excavated between 1902 to 1914, during which 45 feet of the original foundation of the gate was discovered, and discovered by the archaeologist Robert Goldoway, world famous for being the discoverer of Babylon. The material excavated by him was used in reconstructions of the Ishtar Gate and the processional way. In 1930, the reconstruction was finished at the Pergamon Museum in Berlin, Germany. Due to size reconstructions at the Pergamon Museum, the Ishtar Gate is neither complete in its original size. The gate was originally a double gate, but the Pergamon Museum only utilizes the smaller frontal part. There are also several museums in the world that have received portions of the Ishtar Gate. For example, the Detroit Institute of Art, the Royal Ontario Museum, the Louvre, New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art, and many others. And finally, for me, the Ishtar Gate is a marvel that shows the imperial grandeur of the Babylonians. I think the purpose of the king Nebuchadnezzar was to beautify the city and for people to be impressed by it. The Ishtar Gate reflects the power of the king and presents himself as a good ruler, purveyor of security for his people, and also to gain the respect of the gods by reminding them on the temples and dedication he had built for them. I think it's very representative with all the creatures, the lions, the dragons, and the bulls, representing the different deities. Also, something very remarkable and enjoyable are the colors, which have a high degree of saturation and contrast vividly with each other. The blue background created with lapis lazuli, the illuminated colored reliefs, and the proportions of the construction are also truly beautiful. And that's it. Thank you.